How y'all doing out there? I'm checking in with y'all. It's been a rough week, especially in Minnesota, where the ICE agents are just going crazy. And the people there are so upset, and they're protesters. Just the community, it's a lot going on. If you watch some of the videos and some of the things that are happening to people. And it's not just brown, black people, not just Hispanic people. I see our white people being harassed too. So it's everybody. So it doesn't matter what color. We have our U.S. citizens being harassed. I saw things like at a Target store here in the USA, if you're watching from abroad, to employees being arrested. They work there. They be body slamming these people and roughing them up, and they could be screaming, "I'm a U.S. citizen." But y'all, when we go to work and stuff, we're not carrying all our U.S. passport and our birth certificate. Probably our driver's license, which is a legal ID. We're not carrying all those confidential papers around. Lord help us if we lose our passport. It what takes 6 months to get another one back. Um, you know, the birth certificate, you got to go get that, or back. If you lose that, you're not carrying around those things unless you're going somewhere that all that stuff is needed. And I saw a woman. Apparently, they said she was disabled. She was going to the doctor. And I guess she drove down the street where all these ICE agents were. And they were roughing that woman up. They broke in her car window. They hauled her out. She wasn't like putting up a fight. And all that time, she's like, I was just trying to go to the doctor. And apparently her doctor was in that community. I've seen some stuff will make tears come to your eye. I've seen a pastor being roughed up. I saw a lawyer that an older man, like past over 60, being these people are doing everything they're supposed to. And um the lawyer guy that was talking, the older gentleman, he said he saw somebody being roughed up because the guy stopped to get gas. And because he was taking video, they got mad at him. Everybody got a phone and you can take a video. So there's a lot of stuff, and people are like, "Oh my God, this is in USA." There's no more like, they're not going after people. Like, they don't have a list where, okay, this green card has been expired, you know, where's this person? Stuff like that. This person don't even have any papers. Let get them, but they're going after U.S. citizen, and it doesn't matter. You could have an accent. There's a lot of people came over here from they were very young and still have their accent. They do, because they're from another country and they probably have family members that live with them. Excuse me, and they still have their accent. You know, or they dress different, or their last name doesn't sound American. That's what's going on, and it's sad. So I've been like in prayer for our country. And then our current administration, our lovely administration, I don't mean that, but y'all know, um, been doing some crazy thing. Our current president, they kidnapped the Venezuelan leader. I haven't heard anything more about it since the last hearing. What's his status? I guess he's in jail. Now Trump wants Greenland. Um, he was threatening Mexico, and he's still telling people he want Greenland. Today I heard Iceland on the list, Mexico. In the past it was Canada, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but it seems like everybody's upset with the USA. Y'all don't be upset with the people living in the USA, because we have nothing to do. We have no control over what the leaders in the government do. And then if anybody say anything, Then, the current administration blamed the left, the Democrats. I don't see Democrats doing anything. They don't even have any power. Congress don't have any power. He's supposed to get vote and cleared by Congress to do war activities, but you see, he doing it anyway. So what power do they have? So there's a lot of things going on. So I'm like, oh my God, this started off with immigration, the people who weren't here legally, but now it's just like everybody. I see that some countries, I guess, passport application process to have visas has been freeze. I don't even know the listing right now, because every day there's a lot in the news cycle. Sometimes it's a bit overwhelming, and you're like, what is going on? Has everybody lost their mind? I mean, and then in Iran, he wants to intervene with Iran, Trump as well, because a lot of protesters over there are dying. But he wants to help them. But what about the protesters here, his people here in the U.S.? It's like he doesn't care. And then he says all those protesters paid. I beg to differ. Not all. I don't think there's any paid protesters out there. It seems like the angry people, white, all colors. And then I hear people, they're busting into people home and here I'm like, do you have a warrant? Do you want have a warrant? And I hear in the video the guy say, we don't need a warrant. So they're being told to do these things. And then I look at some of the ICE agents, some of them are white men. They look Hispanic. You would want to ask them where they're from. What's your last name? You know what I'm saying? Are you legal here in the U.S.? But it's so like overwhelming and sad. It is, guys. It is. Um. Oh, and another thing I heard that the World Cup, there's some kind of protest going on where they're saying, why should it be held here in the USA with all the craziness that's going on? People are going to be scared to come over here and be harassed, like by ICE, because there's people all around the world that watch, you know, World Cup. We call it soccer. Everybody call it football, you know? So, sad time, y'all. So keep praying. Just remember, it's the government, y'all. It's not the people. I know y'all mad with the U.S. And for heck, we probably can't travel. Who are our allies still? No one trusts us because the stuff that's going on. Yeah, that's all I have to say, guys. Hey, you can always like, share. Um, it's my personal opinion. I'm just watching this play out. It's like a reality show but no, it's our reality. It's what's really going on. So yeah, that's all I have to share today, guys. Stay safe. Do what's right. Prayer is powerful, more powerful than you think it is. So pray and do the right thing. And speak up for what's right, even though sometimes we think it's not helping anything, but never give up. Because if you give up, I always say you might as well be dead. Once you give up hope, you might as well be dead. So as long as you have hope, you can go on. Talk to y'all later. Bye.